Was 2022 really a bust in the real estate market, or are we looking at it the wrong way? Did your home value, in fact, actually increase? Welcome, everyone, to the 2022 Real Estate Market Update Year in Review. We are going to go through the entire year of 2022 for Toronto, the GTA, Bolton, Caledon, and of course, the Muskoka areas. Hi, everyone. I'm Katharine Loucaidou, and I am the broker owner of the Katharine Loucaidou Real Estate Group. And I am here with my wonderful team partner, Elizabeth Stokes. Good morning.
Good morning. This is so exciting. I can't believe the numbers.
You know what? I really love the year in review because we can get caught up in what the media says, in what the articles say, in what different agents all over the internet are writing, but numbers don't lie. And the fact that we have gone through every quarter of 2022, now we begin to see the whole picture. And if we actually compare it against the previous years, oh my goodness, what a different picture all of this turned out to be. Wouldn't you agree?
Most definitely. When I was running the numbers, I was really quite surprised.
Yes, indeed. So I'd like to start with an overview. Let's give me an overview of the Toronto and GTA area as per the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board president. We know that we had an extremely strong start to 2022 and home sales, they literally peaked. It was insanity from January to March of last year, as well as in 2021. However, once the mortgage rates began to increase, that's where we started to see a slow decline in the housing prices and in the inventory that was coming on the market. The supply of listings, the number of listings, actually continued on a decline as 2022 continued because, as we know, we had 6 mortgage rate increases, which really began to level off the frenzied buying that people were doing in 2022. I'm going to be giving you the Q1, so January to March numbers, and we're going to compare those to the end of the year, the Q4 numbers, which would be October to December. So in Toronto and the GTA, the average sales price in Q1 was $1,378,000, which with an average days on the market of 13. They were quick sales. Liz, if you remember, it was multiple offers across the board, and basically houses were flying off the shelves. And when we got to Q4, that $1,378,000 actually became $1,061,000. It began to level off with an average days on the market of 23 days. So we can see that there was a significant difference. However, let's move into the Bolton and Caledon areas. I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I'm only going to use a 4-bedroom detached home as the example. And what I'd like you to have in mind is if you would like to know the breakdown of townhomes, semis, 3 bedrooms, and 4 bedrooms, head over to our website at katharineloucaidougroup.com, and we have all of the statistics there for you. So very quickly, let's go into Bolton. A 4-bedroom detached home in Bolton in Q1 of 2022 was $1,565,000 with 7 days on the market. We ended the year at $1,298,000 with 17 days on the market. Caledon, we had a 4-bedroom detached home in Q1 at $2,291,000. We ended the year at $1,778,000. Now, you may be sitting there thinking, well, wow, what a massive drop in price. This is where we are mistaken, because if we go back historically to 2018 and 2019 and 2021, I'd like to give you the numbers of where the 4 bedrooms were at that time, because sometimes we forget when things start getting really good where we were at and where we should be by now. 2018, a 4-bedroom detached home in Bolton was $865,000. In 2019, it was $885,000. In 2021, it was $1,201,000, and we have ended 2022 at 1,360,000. So Liz, I mean, the prices have significantly increased. People have the idea that their home values have dropped, when in fact, they have significantly increased year over year. We cannot look just within the same year because of this craziness that happened. If I go to the Caledon general area, in 2018, a 4-bedroom home was 1,102,000. 2019, 1,223,000. 2021, 1,412,000. And we ended 2022 at 2,052,000. So this is where we really want to lend you some perspective here today. We have the idea that the prices have dropped. Your home price has significantly increased over the last 3 to 4 years. So rather than looking at January to December of 2022, that's why we went back a few years. So Liz, I would love to know where the Muskoka market is, sort of in comparison to these numbers that I'm telling you, because you have even a different picture than I do of what's been going down here. So let us know what's been going on in Muskoka.
Muskoka, while you did the breakdown of 4-bedroom homes, Muskoka, you're looking at a lifestyle and an area kind of choice. So we tend to look more at non-waterfront and waterfront homes. Mm-hmm. Okay, because that's more where the focus is. So if we look at the first quarter for non-waterfront homes, the average sale price, January to March, was $786,215. Okay, with an average days on market of 17. Our sales were down. Definitely, our numbers of sales were down, but the average sale price had gone up 23% from the previous year.
Right.
Like in that quarter. So at the end of the year, for the fourth quarter for non-waterfront homes, the average sales price was $644,825. Mm-hmm. Now, that did have a drop of 8% over the 2021, but overall for the year, the sales price was actually up 12%.
You see, I mean, isn't it fascinating when you do all the numbers? Yeah, they really do start to shift and you begin to understand, okay, hang on a second. This is not as dire as of a situation as we thought.
Definitely not. And I think up here, we're a little bit different in that quite often we start to see sort of the end of the year start to settle down a little bit, mm-hmm. but where we start to really pick up will be at the start of the year again.
Yes.
Okay. So then if we look at waterfront homes for this,
and I know a lot of people love the waterfront properties in Muskoka. So I think a lot of people will be tuning in right now for these numbers.
Definitely. The interesting thing was in January, overall, the sales were down about 46% year over year. Not a problem. The average sales price was $1,310,410, which was actually up 16%. And there was an average days on market of 40.
Right.
At the end of the year, for the fourth quarter, we were up 5% because year over year, the average sale price was $1,270,086, with an average days on market of 54. For the year, though, for waterfront properties over the entire year, the price was actually up 16%.
Wow.
So, yeah, definitely people are sort of going, if they had their house listed and it maybe wasn't selling, they maybe were feeling a little discouraged. Mm-hmm. But the fact is, the numbers are showing that there's increase year over year in the pricing when you look big picture.
And I guess that's where we have the similarities, is that year over mm-hmm. year, we're still very strong. And I know that for so many of you, it may not feel like it because you're remembering where we were at the beginning of this year. But if you remember, 2021 was also a crazy year for offers and so on. So 2021 really drove the prices up. 2022's beginning kind of held them steady there. And then we started coming back down to what I call reality. Like, let's say what it is. Had people if our pricing had just increased 5 to 7% year over year, as it has for so many years prior to 2019, we wouldn't even be at these numbers where we are now. So we really did catapult, the pricing of our homes and where we're at, where we sit in our equity. I think that if you look in your home right now, you really have gained quite a lot of equity. And that's really what's quite important. So the outlook for 2023, where are we now? Well, we know that January is the beginning of a new year. And I'm sure, Liz, you have started to see a little more movement going on. And every week that goes by, we start to see more and more houses coming back on the market. People are coming alive again, not so worried anymore. The mortgage rate is still really very reasonable. We are not into these crazy numbers like we were in the 1980s and even in the 90s. Under 6% is a very reasonable number. So, Liz, what do you think? Should people be worried about listing their homes right now?
I really don't think so. I think, though, what they have to do is look and sit down and really look and be reasonable as to where they fit in the market. I know I'm doing a lot of, market reports now for people.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out just where they belong. Yes. And where their house value is going to be. On some levels, it's kind of a speculation in that we look at, here's what you have. This is what the market is dictating right now. This is what the numbers are telling me. But if it's done reasonably, we usually find that people go, we want this, we see the value. And definitely, as the season goes on, we'll see how the buyers drive the market equally as well.
Yes. And let's not forget that when whatever market you are selling in, you are also buying in. So you're not losing money. Typically people are making a move so that they can stay in that home for a few years. So as the numbers have indicated, as I started from 2018 all the way up to now, the prices do increase year over year. Sometimes they are more significant than others, but otherwise the 2023 outlook to me looks like a very balanced market.
Yes.
The numbers, our price ranges are not going to increase significantly this year. Maybe by the end of this year, we'll have 2 to 4%, which is still an increase, right? We're not going backwards, we're going forwards. So we hope this has been of great help to you to understand the perspective of how we see your properties in the real estate market. If you would like to know the exact details of days on the market and percentage to list and all of those nice details, we have them on our website at KatharineLoucaidouGroup.com, along with a free home valuation. If you just fill in the form, we would be happy to send you off an online valuation. And then if you get a little more serious, we're happy to do a quick walkthrough so you can know where your home sits among these values today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Never hesitate to give us a call. Ask us any questions that you may have about where your home sits today, what's going on in the market. We're here to educate you. Our number is 905-863-7893, and you can ask for any one of us. Liz, it has been amazing. Happy New Year to everyone, and we'll see you again next month.
Bye.